Problem number 1, probability. It says the table shows the sections of a spinner with their probabilities. Okay? What this means, if the spinner basically, if you could divide the spinner up into 11 different sections, one section is 100. 6 sections out of 11 are 200. 4 sections out of 11 is 300. That's basically what this means, what it's referring to. So using this information, what is the probability of spinning a sum of 400 with 2 spins? Well, to spin a sum of 400, there's a few ways you can do that. You could spin a 100 and a 300, or you could spin a 300 then a 100, or you could spin a 200 then a 200. Well, you got to calculate those individual probabilities to see what the actual final probability would be. Pause. Here I want to write out the sample space, the actual possible outcomes for having a sum of 400. Here we have a 100 then a 300. It could be this outcome, or it could be this outcome, or it could be this outcome. So we have to calculate the probability of each individual one and add them up. The probability of a 100, 300, well, the probability of a 100 was 1 out of 11. 300 is 4 out of 11. So it's going to be 1 out of 11 times 4 out of 11. Well, over here, this is similar. It's going to be 4 out of 11 times 1 out of 11. Okay? Same principle for those. And then what was the probability of getting a 200 and a 200? Well, 200 was 6 out of 11. So here it's going to be 6 out of 11 times 6 out of 11. And here we just have to do the calculations. We got one top times top, bottom times bottom when you're multiplying fractions. So 1 times 4, that's 4 out of 121 plus 4 out of 121 plus, well, 6 times 6, that's 36 out of 121. And then you just do the math. The new denominators stay the same when you're adding fractions. So you got 36 plus 4 plus 4. 36 plus 4 is 40. 40 plus 4 is 44. Some of you already did that in your head. Great job. Over 121. And now just reduce this. How do you reduce 44 over 121? What can you divide both of those by? Okay, you're supposed to be answering right now. It's okay to talk to a TV screen. Just joking. Divide both of those by 11. 11 divided by 44 is 4. 11 divided by 121 is 11. So your final answer is 4 out of 11.